Beth Kille, and I'm in the LessWork building.
Top of the day.
Better not get hit by a dump truck. That'd be a terrible way to start the day. And make sure I'm showing off.
Oh yeah, you show off. Dude, this your show off moment. If you was to flex your shirt sitting down, how would you do it? How would you flex without getting up?
Flexed.
Hey! Talk your stuff.
Somebody called a vet. These pythons are sick.
Yeah.
Well, again, I'm Beth Kille. I am a musician and a songwriter, and I'm also the music director for Girls and Ladies Rock Camp Madison, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we hold camps, 3 camps every summer for the girls and 3 camps over the course of the fall, winter, spring for the ladies. And we are a camp where folks come and learn how to play an instrument, either drums, bass, guitar, keyboard, voice, and then they form bands with their fellow campers. They write a song and then they rock out at the end of it all at a big old showcase on a big old stage somewhere in Madison here. Yeah, well, there are girls rock camps all over the country and now all over the world. It's really expanded in the last several years, but we started the camp here in Madison in 2010. So we're gonna be doing our 15th summer of camps this coming summer. And I mean, the concept behind it is really about empowering the youth that come through our camps and also the grown-ups that participate in ladies rock camps and creating community through music. Yes, I love that question. So I tattooed the word inspire on my arm for my 40th birthday, and that is my reminder that my mission in life is to inspire others to embrace their creativity. Because I think when you're in touch with your creativity and you're sharing your art with the world, that we are all spiraling upward together, that we're in our healthiest state of being. And when we share art with people, it brings everybody into the moment. And that's the best place to be. Like, I think of this word on my arm as kind of like a compass. And that doesn't mean, like, if you have a compass and you're trying to head toward a destination, it doesn't mean you don't accidentally get off track, right? There are days that I wake up and I screw up and I, am not the greatest person and I have regrets and guilt and things like that. But then I try to come back to that mission and I think about the things that I'm doing and just try to make sure that they're all in alignment with that mission. The things that I do with Girls Rock Camp definitely are in alignment with that mission. When I'm performing and writing songs and working with people in my studio, those are things that I feel like, again, are creating art and bringing people into the moment and are in alignment with that. I'm also a mom, and so I'm just trying to help my son be the best version of himself and show up in the world as a bright and caring individual. Those are things that I try to work toward too. So, again, I just think, like, we all have to be clear on what it is that we want out of life and be forgiving of others and ourselves when we get off the path, and then just try to keep taking that next step forward. Yeah, my ideal audience. That's a great question. I don't know that I've ever thought about that before. I think I just want to be surrounded by people who want to experience joy and community. I think I could say anybody is my audience. Like, I think about my mother-in-law all the time. She's always knitting for people, and knitting doesn't mean much to me, but when she's doing that, she's making something for somebody she loves. Then there's people that I'm inspired by, like you folks here that are doing awesome work for nonprofits. I mean, that's an act. That's doing something with love and inspiration and trying to make the world a better place. public speaking versus public performance. You know, I think there's a lot in common with both of those things, but I do know people who almost take on a different persona when they're singing, and then when they have to speak in public, that's very hard for them. Vision to me is seeing the 10,000-foot view of the world and taking that step back from the what am I doing moment to moment, and are all these busy things that I do throughout the day part of a bigger picture? You know, do I really have am I moving forward in the right direction? Because you can feel like you're accomplishing something by checking a bunch of stuff off your list, but if the things you're checking off your list aren't part of the big picture, then you've lost your vision. I think you have to do both. You know, I try to like refer back to my personal mission, you know, let's inspire people to create. But if you don't do the day-to-day busy work, then you don't move towards that vision or that mission. So I think you have to be able to zoom out and zoom in, and then zoom out and then zoom in to make sure that it's all working together. Well, my vision for 2024 is I have this brand new book that I just wrote. It's called Embrace Your Authentic Songwriter, How and Why to Play Your Own Tune. So one of the things that I want to do in 2024 is just get that book out there to people, because really that, to me, is all part of my mission of inspiring people to create. I hope that if people read this book, that they will be inspired and they'll have more tools to create. So again, it's kind of that I, in the book, take that 10,000-foot view of like, well, what's the purpose of music in the world and your art? And then how do you get it done? Oh, I am so excited to be part of this Sultry's Vision and Brunch. First of all, Siobhan is awesome. She's done vision board exercises for Ladies Rock Camp recently. And she's just inspiring as a person. She is just a beautiful human. And when you do these vision boards, it helps you get in touch with whatever it is that your vision is. And then this panel of people you've got talking, I cannot wait to meet these other panelists. They are just inspiring human beings. So I think anybody will benefit from attending this Visions and Brunch event. Yeah, I think that everybody has a gift, and when you take some time to get in touch with what it is that you want to bring to the world, how you want to show up, how you want to give your gifts to the world, then you feel inspired and that you're doing what you were put here to do. So just taking that time of reflection, hopefully between Christmas and New Year's, and maybe some New Year's resolutions, if you will, to reflect on those things that you bring uniquely to the world. What are your gifts and how are you going to share them? Yeah, go to BethKille.com. It's got all sorts of info on what I'm up to, and it's BethKille.com.